AngelReese was older, I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be?
The WNBA is on fire after AngelReese's latest comments during a recent event. She boldly claimed she would depose CaitlinClark, an iconic player who remains untouchable. Meanwhile, Reese has been more focused on exaggerating injuries, stirring up sideline drama, and complaining about her salary. Her remarks have sparked debate, with many questioning her perspective. While Reese is undoubtedly talented, her latest statements seem out of touch. Interestingly, she's also a skilled musician, proving she has more than just basketball in her arsenal.
Reese is a wonderful player, but she does not compare to what and who CaitlinClark is when she's on the basketball floor.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Before AngelReese talks about taking over the WNBA, she should reconsider her own reputation. Changing coaches won't suddenly make her the star she wants to be. Her attitude needs the real adjustment. How does she expect to surpass CaitlinClark, a player who's rewriting history every season? While Clark dominates the game, Reese seems more focused on drama than actual performance. So far, the only thing she's mastered is making a spectacle of herself. But hey, maybe she's aiming for an award in that department.
Reese, there's nothing that she does where you go, did you see her?
AngelReese seems to believe that training with David Alexander, LeBron James' trainer, will make her the next big thing in women's basketball. Sure, working with one of the best trainers in the world might improve her athleticism, but does she really think that alone will help her dethrone CaitlinClark? While Reese is focusing on refining her general movement patterns, Clark is busy sharpening her shooting, playmaking, and overall dominance, the things that actually matter when trying to be the best player on the court. Good luck, Angel. While you're working on whatever it is you're doing, Clark is perfecting the skills that have already left you in the dust. Reese had an incredible run at LSU, but assuming she's on Clark's level is like claiming you can drop a hit album after singing in the shower for 5 minutes. That's not competitive, it's delusional. Clark isn't just great, she's actively reinventing the game. Meanwhile, Reese is out there boasting about surpassing her. Confidence is one thing, but let's be real, before talking about dethroning a legend, how about proving yourself at the professional level first? Clark is already cementing her legacy, while Reese is still trying to convince everyone she's even in the conversation.
Me and Camille, this is the most we've ever lost in our life. I only lost 7 games in my last 2 years at LSU, so it's been hard for me, but adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of just moving on has been something I try to give myself a little bit of grace.
Let's rewind to the 2023 NCAA Championship. Remember that? AngelReese desperately tried to steal CaitlinClark's glory with her childish taunt, throwing the "you can't see me" gesture right back in Clark's face. Oh, it was a moment, alright, but for all the wrong reasons. While Reese was busy playing WWE with hand gestures, Clark was effortlessly dominating, outscoring everyone, including Reese. That so-called big move was nothing more than a weak attempt to stay relevant, stealing the spotlight for a mere 5 seconds. Reese wasn't making a statement, she was just seeking attention. But let's be real, that's not how greatness is earned.
No one like CaitlinClark. In the history of the WNBA.
Let's talk statistics. AngelReese's WNBA debut? Underwhelming. Meanwhile, CaitlinClark lit up the league, averaging 19.2 points per game while dishing out assists like a seasoned pro. In contrast, Reese put up just 13.6 points per game, nearly 6 points less than Clark, in case anyone missed it. Oh, and let's not forget, Clark led all rookies, averaging 8.4 assists per game. What was Reese doing? Still trying to develop a consistent shot. Sure, she gave it her all, but effort alone doesn't win awards. Now, onto the Rookie of the Year race. Reese made it to the finals, but let's be honest, it felt more like a participation trophy. Clark didn't just win, she dominated, proving from day one that she was ready to take over. While Reese was trying to catch up, Clark made it clear she was already ahead. That trophy wasn't just hers, it was never even a competition. Clark claimed it with ease, leaving no doubt about who the true rookie sensation was.
I'll ask you about Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
What is your stance on that?
So my whole thing was when I got drafted, number 7. So I'm like, cool, the pressure is not even on me because I'm drafted 7, so the pressure shouldn't even be up there. So I'm like, all right, cool, I could just hoop. So I don't know when it started to just break out where I was just in Rookie of the Year conversations. I'm like, all right, cool.
It's because you started killing it.
Well, yeah.
People keep saying, just wait, things will get better. But let's be real. AngelReese's life off the court has turned into a spectacle. She signed a shoe deal with Reebok, which is a major move for someone who hasn't consistently proven she can perform at the highest level. Meanwhile, CaitlinClark is out there making history, while Reese is busy curating her lifestyle on Instagram. That's cute and all, but if she thinks that's going to help her surpass Clark, she's in for a rude awakening. Now, let's talk money, because Reese certainly loves to. She's been vocal about her WNBA salary of $173,439 and how expensive life is. But let's be honest, she's not exactly struggling in a Beverly Hills mansion. Maybe it's time for better budgeting instead of complaining. Clark, on the other hand, is handling her business with a laser focus on the game. She's not out here worrying about the price of a Starbucks coffee, she's working on her craft, staying ahead. But here's where things really heat up. Reese is banking on the upcoming Unrivaled 3x3 League to be her big break. Set to begin play in January 2025, this league will feature 34 of the world's best players. It's not just about money or headlines, it's about actual skill and competition. And right now, Reese's performance isn't exactly screaming, "I'm ready for this." Instead, it's more like, "I need a lot of work." When all these elite athletes come together, Reese isn't walking into an easy opportunity. She's stepping into a lion's den. Sure, she'll be making $250,000 for the 8-week season, a major step up from her $81,000 WNBA salary. That's great for her, but here's the real question. Can she compete at this level? Because she won't just be sharing the court with good players, she'll be up against some of the best in the world. Yes, Reese may be chasing the spotlight, but once the games begin, the attention will shift to those who can actually deliver. If she believes simply showing up and having fun will make her the next big thing, she's in for a harsh reality check. Critics are already calling this an overestimation, and honestly, they might have a point. This league is filled with proven, top-tier talent, and Reese is far from their level right now. So, while Unrivaled may give her exposure, it might also expose her flaws. If she doesn't step up her game, this league won't just highlight how far she is from Clark, it will reveal just how much she still has to improve before she can even be in the same.
I think it's really just the fans, her fans, the Iowa fans, now the Indiana fans that are like, they ride for her. And I respect that respectfully, but sometimes it's very disrespectful. I think there's a lot of racism when it comes.
This is a reality check. AngelReese can say whatever she wants about surpassing CaitlinClark, but in professional basketball, talk is cheap. Words alone won't take you anywhere. If you want to challenge the best, you need the skills, consistency, and work ethic to back it up. Right now, Reese's mouth is working harder than her game. She makes bold claims, but the real problem is she hasn't proven she has the talent to turn them into reality. Clark, on the other hand, has already shown she's the real deal. While Reese is still talking about her future dominance, Clark is actually out there dominating. And while Reese is training with one of the best in the business, Clark is grinding every day, perfecting the skills that truly matter. You can't buy your way to greatness. You can't just train with an elite coach and suddenly expect to take down a legend. Greatness requires years of dedication, discipline, and, most importantly, raw talent. While Reese is focusing on movement drills, Clark is making history every time she steps on the court. So when Reese claims she's going to dethrone Clark, let's be honest, the only thing she's dethroning is herself from reality. The Unrivaled League is a major opportunity for Reese, but it could also expose how far behind she really is. It's easy to talk about taking over when no one is challenging you, but when faced with elite competition, reality hits hard. Right now, Reese is still far from Clark's level, and the gap is only growing. If she doesn't step up and stop acting like she's already arrived, she won't be the one to dethrone Clark. Instead, she'll just be another player who couldn't keep up, a footnote in Clark's journey to greatness.